legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals. There's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Ready, set, 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Drop deep. Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays, getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And him running the football is not something that deep.
Colts come after it, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partners, you well know, every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Hey, echo. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Smiling, 64, reach.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Burton here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Yeah.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. This is Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. 23 yards on the play.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 3. Over the middle, complete. It's Welch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He'll look to throw. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you don't want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Set 50, plant.
Pick your game up.
Snap.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 14-0. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, high 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. 18 yards to pick up there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback. His 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make our score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3-and-out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Christian, travel.
Second time, defense, let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. 18 Raiders.
Now back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Miller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
First down, Indianapolis.
60 or 54.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
10.
You ever get tired of seeing this? Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check three.
You draw quarter. Step.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Hey, check.
Check it back.
Go. Rush in. Get it.
They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Break.
Watch it, you find. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks him. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Three ball.
Back to throw. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. They'll set up to throw. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Back to throw here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6.
They're going to look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Colts.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a run with Edwards. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
He'll drop to throw, and this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
2nd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. They'll drop to throw. It's caught. Cooper. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now back to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It got his man complete. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Checks this down to Edwards out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 30. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down and inches. Escaping the pressure right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's into the hands of Edwards. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Cooper was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cincinnati, there will be a few sighs of relief, no doubt, in that locker room as they get their first win in 9 tries. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the former Sooner, Austin Seibert, to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5. Yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf.
Touchdown,
Let's go.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Leonard Fournette. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Minshew sets to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, D.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield to throw it. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
50, mark 50, mark 50. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And running with power here. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue draw Corker.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Jet
Back.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything. And
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still Aylward. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. Landry, the intended target.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, set. Let it over.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
61, matchbox lights.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nick O'Leary, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful what the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick, trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Here's Minshew looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late 2nd quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a 1st down and run out this 1st half.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the 2nd half. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Minshew. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be Minshew again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Mayfield. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, 46 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mayfield down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
53, not here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Off play action, it's Minshew. Open man right side is Chark.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 60 or. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. An out route. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. First down, Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Minshew sets to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Damarious Randall. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Yannick Ngakoue. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
53 smart.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, G. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Now Minshew under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go out.
626.
Hey, shoot. Shoot.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Preston Brown in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
From the 27, Mayfield. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
King.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Watch 85. Watch 85. 180. 50. Let's go, D.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 18.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.